Hello and welcome. You're listening to Skipping Through Theatre. This is a podcast where we celebrate the magic of performance, from the unforgettable musicals and the powerful plays to the TV shows we can't stop talking about, and the behind-the-scenes stories that bring it all to life. It's about the laughter, the drama, and the moments that stay with us long after the curtain falls. So settle in and let's dive into today's episode. Hello everyone,
And welcome back to Skipping Through Theatre.
the podcast where we skip through everything theatre.
And today we are so excited because we are joined by an amazing performer.
She's appeared in the global hit musical Six, and she's currently performing in the iconic musical Starlight Express.
Please welcome to Skipping Through Theatre, Nicole Louise Lewis.
Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. We always love to start at the very beginning. So when did you first realise you wanted to perform?
So I'm going to try and keep this story as short as possible, but I saw my uncle perform on stage as an entertainer in Butlins, and I instantly saw the passion and the love for performing, and all I wanted to do was get up on stage and dance with him. I didn't care who was there, I didn't care who was watching. Like, I was just like, I want to be like you. And literally it sparked from there, and unfortunately my uncle wasn't able to fulfill his scholarship that he got at Pineapple. So I then was like, right, I'm doing this for me and you. And then from there, literally just cracked on with doing every course I could in dance, singing and acting, really.
It's lovely how you were able to carry on the memorabilia in contribution to him.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm not only doing this for me, I'm doing this for my mum, I'm doing it for my nan, I'm doing it for my uncle, I'm doing it for my great uncle who's passed because he was a drag queen.
That's
Like,
amazing.
I
my
know,
gosh.
like down in the London industry and like in the London vibe, and you know, I'm just doing it for more than just myself. And now obviously my daughter as well, like doing it for my daughter to show her she can literally do anything she wants.
Yeah. Did you find you were one of those kids who would always put shows on at home?
Oh, yeah, all the time, especially when I was around my uncle. Like, he would watch old tapes because we're talking like 20 years ago. So like he would have old tapes that he'd recorded of like the Spice Girls, and he would play the Spice Girls like full blast on like VCR, and he would like make me sing and dance along, and I would do it willingly. I'm like, yeah, I know all the words, and be like, spice up your life, everybody. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. That is
yeah.
goated music taste. And
Yeah.
the best. Yeah, you need to know those lyrics off by heart.
So what was your first ever role?
Professionally or
Yes,
just
professionally.
professionally? Okay, my first ever role professionally was on a cruise ship, and I was the female lead vocalist. It was a small cruise ship that went between Latvia and Sweden. And what we did was 6 shows a night. It wouldn't be more than like maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, or maybe even 30 minutes. But we would do like a Eurovision theme, like 6 shows.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So like we started like at the battles, and the battles was sort of like we were all in black. It was very serious, very operatic, like open ceremony style. Then we went into like a salsa-y, like let's compete against each other vibe. And then we did, what did we do after that? I think there was like a festival one where we were like partying after. We did a Royals one where I got to sing Queen of the Night, which was amazing, in these like knee-high red boots and like this gold 2-piece shorts and like bralette, and then a massive like blue cape robe thing. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it.
So you got like an all-in-one experience with like so many different genres.
So many different things, and like there would be some parts where, you know, some other girls, so I could have a break, would step in and do the lead vocal while I was off stage, and so on and so forth. And there was another lead male, and then like a second lead, and he would also do the same. And we had some dances and stuff, and it was just a weird experience, but so like cool, because I got to experience so many different genres within those like 6 shows. We also had like Christmas shows as well that we did over Christmas, so it was nice because we had a mix of like everything.
Did you have to speak any of the languages, or did you just speak English?
No, we just spoke English. We started with O Fortuna, which obviously is in Italian, I believe. So we had to sing that in Italian. But apart from that, like everything else was English. Oh, and some Spanish. We did Despacito, so we had to obviously sing that in Spanish. But most of them were like mashups, so it's like Despacito and Havana. So the girls sang Havana, and the boys sang Despacito, and we had to like join in on choruses and stuff. Like, so yeah, it was cool.
I'll have to see how that works, because that sounds so sick.
Yeah, I'll maybe send you a little clip if we've still got it.
Yes, please.
We can show it.
Yeah.
What was your experience like training at... Well, you went to a drama school, right?
No, I didn't actually.
Ooh. What was your experience like in school?
Okay, so I went to Blackpool and the Fylde College. Now, it was linked to Lancaster University, and basically I got to do my musical theatre degree there, and I decided to go there because it was the one place where I felt welcome and wanted, because I feel like a lot of people, when picking drama schools, they forget that they're paying the drama school for the tuition. Like, they're not paying you to be there, you're paying them to be there. So I feel like being welcomed and feeling like you are wanted is extremely important.
Yeah.
And yes, I understand you're battling for a place, but in my eyes, it doesn't matter where you go. It's actually about the passion and the drive within yourself, because you can get tools from anywhere, but if you are not willing to push yourself and are not willing to go that extra mile above classes and above what's already in your curriculum, then I feel like you're not gonna progress and get to the point where you're sort of happy with where your sort of like learning and knowledge is at.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So yeah, so uni for me was quite fun, and everyone was so funny, and everyone got on really well, and we did some amazing pieces. We all created amazing pieces, and yeah, and just I've made some really good friends through uni, to be honest.
I think it's like really important to be in a community that welcomes you, and a nice community, and then you can enjoy your experience. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. And like, I truly felt wanted there. And my singing teacher at the time, she admitted to me once I had left and was sort of like I think I was in Book a Woman at the time. She admitted to me, she went, when you did your audition, you opened your mouth, you told me what you were going to sing. And I sung No Good Deed from Wicked.
Oh.
And she thought to herself, she said, she's either going to absolutely destroy this song, or she's going to absolutely smash it. And she said, you handed me the sheet music, and I went, well, here we go. And I was like, thinking in myself, I know this song inside out and back to front, so I know that is like a go-to song for me. Started singing it, and literally she said to me, I started singing, and she looked up because she couldn't believe the sound that was coming from me. So she looked up and was like, huh? But carried on playing. And then she looked back down, carried on playing, and at the end, she didn't say anything. She wrote yes next to my name. And that was it.
That's just a sign.
And
That's
she
just a
said, she's
sign.
like, I didn't really think you were gonna come here. I didn't think you were gonna wanna be at this university because the talent that you had even at that time. She just thought, there's no way she's coming here. And I did.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about Six. Being part of such a huge, popular show must be incredible.
Which
Yeah.
queen did you play, and how did you prepare for that role?
I'm telling you now, there's no way to prepare for Six. There's no way to prepare for Six. The only way you can prepare is going in with an open mind. And however they help you to become so proud of what you're producing and don't get this sort of imposter syndrome, because I know I struggled with that a lot, is incredible. The way the team work with you is great. I played Aragon in Six, and I truly believed I wasn't an Aragon for a very, very long time. And it wasn't until the first show, when I put my costume on, I had my makeup on, I had my wig on, and we walked through that kabuki for the first time, that I thought, nah, this is where I'm meant to be. So nothing really can prepare you apart from having that open mind and the willing to allow yourself to be so vulnerable and step into the shoes of women who couldn't speak for themselves, and now having that voice for them.
What was the atmosphere like backstage? Because it's such like a small cast, because there's only 6
Yeah.
plus the band, isn't there?
Yeah, so there's 10 girls in total, actually, because you've got your 6 queens on stage, and then you've got your 3 alternates for each queen, and then this is for my tour anyway. It might obviously be a little bit different now. And then we had our super swing, and then you've got your 4 band members on stage, and then backstage you have obviously company manager, potentially assistant company manager, because we had one for some time as well, which was really nice. We had a physio lady, and then we had sound department, which had about 3, lighting that had about 3, your deputy stage manager, your ASM team, which is about 3 as well, 3 or 4. So it is quite small, it's quite family-like, and the atmosphere backstage, it was like just homely. Like we could all go into each other's dressing rooms and just chill and chat, and like we would all always like jump on lives, like TikTok lives and Instagram lives, and just chat about anything random, and like we would know when someone was down, so then we would always be able to lift them up, because in a company that's a little bit bigger, because you're spread across so many dressing rooms, it's harder to keep track on how everyone's feeling. Whereas like, the least amount of people that we had in a room, depending on the theatre, was 1. So sometimes people would be on their own in a dressing room, but most of the time it was either 2 or 3. So like we were always in that connect with each other. So it's always fun, vibey, like really good laugh and giggles, really good memories as well. And we went to some amazing places, and being able to explore like different countries with people that you genuinely have good friendships with. Like we've still got a group chat to this day, and we still talk in it like every week. So like, having that relationship and that friendship is like insane. Like it's so cool.
It's lovely how you were actually able to get to know everyone as well, because normally in bigger casts it's more spread out, and normally people have like their own groups, if I could say.
Yeah.
So it's nice that you're able to have such an open like atmosphere.
Yeah,
And
it was really nice.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite number to perform?
You know what? People ask me this all the time. Now, I love my songs so much, but there's different songs in there that I love performing for different reasons. So my song, I loved performing because it gave me so much power and so much, like, what's the word that I'm looking for? It made me feel invincible, even for just those 3 minutes that I'm singing.
Empowering.
Made me feel so empowered and invincible that I could take on any bad negative energy that ever were to come my way in my life going forward. Like, I know I can take it. Because if Catherine can actually go through all of this that she's been through with this man and still be respected and loved and honoured to, like, be around by people most of the UK, then I can deal with a few hate comments here and there. I can deal with, you know, injury. I can deal with all these little things that are happening in my life. I can deal with that, because if she can deal with that, then I can deal with my small things.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there's that. Get Down. I love Get Down because it's just so fun, and like being able to be groovy and vibey with your friends. Like, the idea is like that you're in a club and you're like having the best time. So it's like, I love that. It would always put a smile on my face. And then another one that I love is Holbein, because you just get to be so silly, but with like the most serious face. Like, you mean business, but she's like Edna Mode business, but if Edna Mode was in a club. Do you know what I mean?
Edna Mode in a club. I've never. I get what you're saying though. I totally get what you're saying.
So like, we are so serious about our work. Like, we are going to create the most beautiful portraits and find your beautiful wife, right? And then when we get it right, it's like, oh my god, we got it right. Okay, now we're in the club, and like, this is where the robot comes in, and you're like, yeah. So being able to be silly like that, I loved it.
Especially because it's on stage. It just like, I feel like it relieves you because you're having fun, and it allows you to forget about just the amount of pressure, because the amount of pressure you must have on you
100%.
must feel so
it's like no other show that I've ever done, because it's literally just 6 of you on stage with 4 band members. That's it. Anyone fluffs up a line, oh, that's it. Like, you're like trying to like catch up, and it's funny, so funny. But my all-time favourite has to be We Don't Need, like, the second part of Par's song, because that's like the empowerment of all the queens joining together and realising, like, actually, you are a piece of, and we don't need you in our lives, and we are much more than what you've portrayed us to be. So, yeah.
Good choices. Good choices.
So how does performing in a concert style musical like Six differ from traditional like musical shows you've done?
It differs because, like, I've learned, like, so whilst in uni I performed in a little mixed tribute band, and obviously within that you have to break the fourth wall, you have to talk to the audience, you have to, you know, interact with them and make them come into like the palm of your hand. Whereas like other shows, you can imagine there's like that fourth wall there, and you're just putting on a piece for people to watch and enjoy however they want to enjoy it. But Six took me back to those moments of being in like that little mixed tribute band, because you know, you want people to be in the palm of your hand, you want people to come to you. And it is different because of how you have to be this character, but also have Nicole isms within Aragon for people to relate to you in some way. And however they relate to you is on them, but that helps draw them in and put them in the palm of your hands. And then when you are telling this story, people really do listen. Because a lot of people see it not knowing full stories of these queens, and just knowing, oh yeah, divorced beheaded died, divorced beheaded survived. Like, that's the whole point of the show, is, you know, these ideals of what these queens were, but let me tell you actually the real story behind each one. And being in that concert feel just allows them to really come in. Whereas I feel like if there was this fourth wall there and we were saying it as if Henry was on stage, I feel like it would have a completely different outcome to how audience perceive it.
Yeah.
But then also like Starlight is not completely different, but you have those moments of being able to break the fourth wall because you've got no option. They're part of the scene. You know what I mean?
You're skating around them.
Yeah, we're skating around them, saying hi, giving them high fives and all this, and so you've got no choice but to make it like a mix between singing out as if there is like a theatre full of people in front of you, but also having those moments where you do look into the pods and the platforms and up to trackside and then like, oh hi, I do see you up there. Don't think you're not involved just because you're up there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a mix of the two for Starlight.
Yeah, I think it's nice though that you've been able to get such a wide variety because a lot of the because a lot of the time people kind of limit themselves, and it's nice that you've allowed yourself to experience so many different genres and like feels, if you get what I mean.
And what advice would you give to young performers listening who dream of being in the West End one day?
So one piece of advice I could give to anyone, not even just young performers, but anyone, because this career doesn't have to start when you're young. You can be at any age. And that is to be unapologetically yourself. Like, don't change for anyone, because what is meant for you will not pass you by. And push to make your disciplines as level as you possibly can. So if you feel like you are a stronger dancer and your singing is mid and your acting is mid, really keep practicing that dance, but push for your singing and acting to get up to par with your dancing, and vice versa for the other two as well. Like if you're a stronger singer, really push for those other two to come up, and join them as close as you possibly can. You are your worst critic, so yes, listen to that critic, but when it starts to turn nasty, shut it off, because the critic will see the bad points, but it will start to get nasty, and that's where you need to turn it off and go, right, if I was a teacher giving this note to someone else, a student, I would not say half the things that I'm saying to myself. So take the things out and get to the key point.
That is like the perfect mindset.
That's
oh
good
my
advice.
gosh.
Thanks.
I need to start working on my acting as well. So
yeah, honestly, like go to acting classes and like look at scenes online or in a film that you really like or really enjoy, and then break them down. What have they been through? What's happened just before that scene? How high are the stakes for this person? If this scene is detrimental to their end goal, how would that make them feel? And then be like, right, okay, this is like, if you were to put it on a scale, say, okay, this scene is like an 8 in terms of getting to my end goal. So this is high stakes, this is important. How would I feel if I had something that was really important? Okay, I would feel like this. And then you have to almost like break down the feeling. So like, if I'm feeling anxious, what does anxious feel like in my body? Okay, anxious feels like butterflies in the belly, feeling a bit sick, feeling a bit shaky, feeling a bit uneased. So then when you want to get into that place of anxiety without using emotion or without using a memory, because using memories you can get stuck. Whereas if you use what that feeling feels like, so the butterflies in the belly, are they a 5 or are they an 8? The shakiness, is that a 2, so you're only shaking a little bit, or is it a 10 and you're shaking a lot? Because then that will bring on the feeling of the anxiousness without you using that memory to do it, and then you will feel anxious, and then you are able to portray how that character is actually feeling in that moment without it having a personal connection to anything that's happened in your life. So you can go, oh, that's just me acting. Let me turn that back down to a 0. Let me turn that back down to a 0. Right, deep breaths. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's
Because
okay.
I always get told that you need to put yourself into the character's shoes, but sometimes I find it quite
Not
difficult
necessarily.
because I don't know, because a lot of the time you can't necessarily relate. Sometimes you can, but it just depends on the circumstances. I find it quite difficult.
Yeah, it's just finding the one thing that you relate to, whether that be a made up circumstance. Like you could say, oh, say for example, in whatever piece you're doing, you have to have a test at the hospital. You could say, as a made up circumstance, you could say, in the past you've had really bad experience with tests where, I don't know, they've struggled to draw blood, or they've struggled to make the machines work, blah blah blah. And how would that make you feel in that situation? Okay, that would make me feel a bit anxious, that would make me feel a little bit on edge. Okay, and then you break it down slowly until you get to what emotion you'll be feeling, and then how high you want that level to be. And then being able then to work it all back up and go, oh, okay, this is where this character might be. There's no right or wrong in acting. There's really no right or wrong. As long as you've got a good, steady, stable set of circumstances that you can work with, edit, change, manipulate, then you're going to create something at the end. It might not be to everybody's taste, but it will be to some people's taste. And it doesn't matter, because that's what theatre's about. It's about seeing something and then having an opinion on it, relating to the character, relating to the performer performing it, relating to the story that character's telling. You know what I mean? There's so much to it. So don't discredit your work. Like, the same way whatever's meant to be for you will not pass you by, whoever's meant to see it will see it.
Yeah.
And will appreciate what you've done. Whether they like it or not is up to them, but you can still appreciate something without liking it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
Wow.
I feel like I'm getting like really deep.
No,
Yeah.
it's really, no, I'm
Good
genuinely
advice.
like,
It really is.
your advice is so good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm like
It's because
actually
I'm
in
getting
shock.
old now, guys. I'm getting old. That's
No,
what
you're
it
not.
It's good.
You're
You're not.
literally not. But like, it's so nice how you're able to share like this advice with us, though, especially because me and Nathan are only just starting off. It's lovely how we're able to get like experiences from everyone and get an insight into what it's like.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
It's not an easy industry to be in. So like, the more advice I could give, like, the better, because when you truly believe that what is meant for you will not pass you by, it doesn't matter how many people you help, it doesn't matter how much advice you give, because if you are meant to do it, you will do it. So I know some people are sort of weary about giving advice and like how you would do something, because they're scared that potentially someone would take that idea and then do it better than them, or like anything like that, really. But fear and comparison will kill off any dream and ambition that you have, because you can't compare yourself to anything. You can't have fear of what someone might do, because you have no control over their actions. You have control over your own actions. That's it. So if you are going to be scared of an action that you want to make, then that's something where you have to go, okay, well, if I'm scared of this, then why am I scared of this? Am I scared of this because of others? Okay, well, I shouldn't be scared of that, because what's meant for me will come to me. Okay, what, you know what I mean? So you have to break down your own thoughts, because, like I say, it's only you that will push you to be the best you. There's no one else out there that's going to hold your hand and be like, come on, you can do this, come on. You will have people that support you 100%, right? Mums, dads, carers, loved ones, they will support you, right? But there's no one there going to be like dragging you to a dance class, or dragging you to a singing class, or taking to an acting workshop. You have to do that. You have to tell yourself inside and go, no, I am doing this. and then you only have yourself accountable.
You have to, you have to be very encouraging, especially because you can't just like slack around and just hope for the best. Like you genuinely
No.
have to put loads of effort in.
Yeah.
But it really shows that you do want it, and people can see that.
I want it so bad. I want to be on the West End so bad. I'm just like got everything crossed that something will happen before I'm 31. Please.
Yeah.
I'm
Lord.
praying for you. I'm praying for you.
Yeah, we're both
Cross
praying.
everything.
We're both praying.
Let's put petitions out there. Nicole for the West End. Whatever it is, just give her a role.
What would
Yes.
your dream role be?
Oh, I have so many.
First one that comes to mind.
3, 2, 1, go.
Seeley from The Colour Purple.
Oh,
I haven't seen that musical.
wasn't Cynthia Weaver in The Colour Purple?
Wait,
Yeah.
oh, I have.
Yeah, the role that Cynthia played. I also would love to do Elphaba.
Oh my gosh, you would actually devour.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'd love to play Veronica Sawyer.
Oh yes, that's a good
From
one as well.
Heathers. I'd also love to play Eurydice in Hadestown. There's a lot. There's quite a few.
It's good to have options.
I know. I'd love to do Shenzi and Lion King too. Oh,
There's so many.
There's just so many. There's so many.
Okay, you actually know. You just know.
Yeah.
Okay, Nathan, should we wrap it up?
Yes, let's wrap it up. Okay, Nicole, we're gonna do a quick fire round. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, just say whatever first thing that comes to mind. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Right. Maddie, let's alternate. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think it says on. West End or tour?
West End.
Open night or closing night?
Closing night because you feel more confident.
Big ensemble number or emotional solo?
I can't pick.
Jazz shoes or roller skates?
Jazz shoes, jazz shoes, jazz shoes.
Dream role you haven't played yet? You just answered that. But...
Yeah, I did. One that I see in like my near future. Eurydice, Hadestown.
Okay. Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. We've absolutely loved chatting with you.
It's been amazing.
Thank you. And that is not a hint, by the way. I have not auditioned yet for Hadestown. So please, if anyone is listening,
it'll be all over social media.
I promise. It's not
Nicole for Hadestown. Nicole's in Hadestown.
Imagine. No, it's not. I promise. It's not a hint at all.
No.
So please don't think that. I don't want people to be like, "Oh my God, Nicole's going to be in Hadestown." No, I promise. It's not a thing right now.
If you can go and check out Starlight Express and you can see Nicole, go check it out. It's an amazing show.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Make sure.
It does close on the 3rd of May, so it's not long now.
Get your tickets quick.
So please come and see us because it will be sort of like the last couple of months now. I think it's like 9 weeks left. So please come and see us. We've got new show times. Sorry, I'm doing like a little advert here.
No,
We've got
fine.
new show times. So we now do 7. We do a 1 o'clock and a 7. We do a 1 and a 5:30. So they're all earlier times. So it's very child appropriate. So please come and see us.
And me and Maddie have both been to see and it's amazing. So even better. Go get your tickets.
Make sure you follow us on social media.
And on your favourite streaming platform.
And we'll see you next time on Skipping Through Theatre.
Bye.
Bye.